Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome to your question answer session for my inner healing program called Be Made Whole. For those who have probably been following and watching my page, you have seen many posts probably in the last several weeks talking about the program. And maybe you've been intrigued a little bit, or maybe a lot of it, right? Hopefully, absolutely so. But maybe there are still some questions that are like, I really want to ask this, or I'm really not sure about that part. And I am absolutely here today to answer your questions. So I don't plan to be before you long at all. So we're going to just take about 10 or 15 minutes to answer questions. So feel free to post those in the comments. Feel free to say hello. Let me know that you are watching and tell me where you are watching from. And then we will get right on in. So let me first tell you. So you say, what is the inner healing program? What are you talking about? Please tell me like what I been seeing, Theresa? What are these posts about? So what these posts are about is that I have created an inner healing program for women, and particular women, for women that have felt burnt out, and so burnt out that you just don't even recognize it anymore. You just it's part of your natural go and flow, if there really is a flow. And so the ones who are the givers, the lovers, the caretakers for everybody else, and then when it comes to you, you put yourself on the back burner. And so it's going to take those women from being burnt out and excluding themselves and disregarding their needs to being able to get their voice back with some techniques and skills that I have used with women over the last 20 years of being working with them. And so, yes, I am a licensed mental health counselor. I'm a registered trauma therapist. I'm an addiction counselor and a certified clinical trauma professional. So, absolutely been working on trauma and healing with women for several years, for a couple of decades now. So, I wanted to give you access to this program. So maybe you don't have the time to do, weekly sessions or come in, but you can do it on your own time and still get the benefit of the healing. And so this is a 9 to 12 month program. And so it rolls out healing topics every single month. And the topics are pertinent to what we need to know, right? What, as women, things like grief and how to manage that, recognizing your own stress signals. Because let's be honest, we have got to the place where we maybe we noticed them before, but now we just kind of shut them off, or we snooze them so long that we stop hearing the alarm until our body collapses or crashes. And then even that, we try to push through those alarms. So it's going to teach those types of things. It also is going to go over just being able to recognize when you need love, right? Self-love, self-care. And you probably have seen that term all over. And it's like, okay, I get the concept, but we're going to actually show you how to implement it, even with having as we have busy schedules, as mothers, sisters, students, whatever your title may be at this season in your life. If you are the one that says this year is not going to be the same for me, and I absolutely want to get to the place that I have been dreaming about or feeling in my gut I need to get to, this is going to be the program for you. It is a virtual in-person program. So that means that the topics will be virtual. You can do them at your own pace whenever you want. So if you can't sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, let's get into the program, right? And let's learn some ways and some techniques to take care of maybe some insomnia or what's holding you back, or what's a barrier for you getting that rest. And then it's also in person, where we offer in person options where you're going to be able to show up if you're in the area. You can come to what is going to be the monthly sister sessions. And so we have our monthly sessions of all the members in the group where we get to come and talk about stresses, struggles, and just successes, and supporting one another in the program and moving through. Because when it comes to healing, we heal within relationships. We're going to need those relationships. And so there's also in one of the tiers that I offer, that there's going to be quarterly, what I call Beautifully Me events. So kind of like our BMW, Be Made Whole, Beautifully Me wellness events. So it's our BMW events. Or we go, whether that's to a spa, or we go and just have us virtual pajama party. There's just different types of events that we're going to go through throughout the year. So that's for a year. And so we're going to just get together in person if you are able to meet up. But again, because it's a virtual option, you're welcome to join virtually for part of those events. And then, of course, we're going to have you get to have your individual one on one session, which everybody gets one on one sessions from the program. And so if you're having some trouble with, like, hey, Theresa, I'm really struggling with this activity, or I'm really struggling with what you're asking me to do, then you can schedule those one on one and you get one per month. It's use or lose. So if you don't need it, that's absolutely okay. So just kind of an overview of the program. And so questions that you may have, would love to hear those. And so I'm going to share a couple of questions that I have already received. And so one of the questions I know that someone was asking previously is, first of all, do you have to be because I'm located in Indiana. I'm in the city of Terre Haute. People were asking, you have to be in the same city. No, you do not. You don't even have to be in the same state, because this is a virtual in person program. If you want to do the whole program virtually, you can do it from any state, anywhere in the world, and it is available virtually. So you can do it in different countries as well. And so you're welcome to do that. And so hopefully we will see you in the program to answer that one shortly. This one does include levels. And so because it's a 3-tier level, there's bronze, which is level 1, there's gold, which is level 2, and then there is Black Elite, or our B for short, which is our level, tier 3 level. And so there's 3 different ones. And of course, you get different perks for different levels. And I'll just go over really quickly some of those perks. So for our bronze level, every level gets what the bronze level gets. So these is kind of like our foundational levels. And so for the bronze level, as I said before, you get the 9 to 12 topics on healing. You get your one on one a month. You get the healing and support group with the other members of the community that is in the program. And you also get a personalized Be Made Whole journal and pen to be able to track and um, keep your progress. And it's for you to keep, because a lot of times when we go through different things in our lives, we have some really significant aha moments, and we don't want to lose those. So you get to keep that for the program. And you get 10% off any in time products. So we have our shirts, our hoodies, our journals, any products that we have for sale, you get 10% off for being a member of our program. Our gold tier, that one is where you get everything from the bronze level, but this one you get 20% off of any of our products. And this is the level that actually comes into, or is added to, the quarterly social events that we have, our Beautifully Me. You don't get those with the bronze level, but you get those with the gold and the Black Elite. Now, with the Black Elite level, you get everything, of course, in the gold level, but you get 50% off. I'm sorry, 30% off of our products. And you also get a discount of our yearly retreat. So at the end of the year, we have a big retreat for our women. And so you get to come into that retreat and get that at a discounted level for being a Black Elite member. Um, and our retreat dives really deep into already the topics that we've been dealing with. But you get to come together at a beautiful cabin space, get away, all the fixings of the retreat. So that's just kind of a quick overview of those 3 tiers. So with regards to the questions, and I'm looking to see if there are any before um, I show. And I don't see any at the moment. Okay, so I'm gonna just tell you the questions that I have gotten. So one is like, okay, well, basically, like, there's different levels or tier levels, but there's also different payment plans. And so people were asking about the different payment plans. So let me tell you the payment options that you have for the program. So again, I already understand that people have bills and things like that. but that should not get in the way of your healing. So we've made it pretty accessible for you. We have 3 levels of payment. You can pay monthly, you can pay quarterly, or you can pay annually. Just pay a one-time shop for the whole program. There's also what is called an afterpay option. So if you've ever heard of afterpay, it's kind of like layaway back in the day. I don't know if I'm aging myself or not, but you can do layaway where you can. But with this one, you don't just leave it there. You can actually still get involved in the program. The program is absolutely still yours, but you're paying on that buy now, pay later option is what afterpay does. So if you're like, hey, I really want this level, but maybe I can't afford the full level or the full payment right now, you can do an afterpay option. And so, yes, you can do that with any of the levels, whether bronze, gold, or black elite. And you can do that with the quarterly or annually payment options. The monthly payment options for our bronze is $89.95. Our monthly payment for our gold is $109.95, and our Black Elite is $129.95. And these are all monthly. So if you want to get on the monthly payment, then you are able to do that. So hopefully that answered any payment questions. So of course our website. So you say, hey, what's the website? You're going to go to Be Made Whole, IHG. That's Inner Healing Growth. So ihg.teachable, just like it sounds, .com to get enrolled in the program. There is, I see a question. Is there a time frame to complete each assignment? You have the month, the entire month. The program's lessons roll out on the first of the month, and you have that entire month to complete what I call your challenges before the next month. So the next month will roll out that next healing topic. You still have access to the previous months, but that's when the deadline is for those topics, or what we call those challenges that are going to be given with those topics. So great question. Thank you for that question. Any other questions that anyone had for the program? One other, I'll tell you a question, a payment question somebody asked is, if I have insurance, can I use my insurance? Now, that would be a question that you may have to actually call your insurance card, the number on the back of your insurance card, because you may be able to use insurance, but you may only be able to use insurance for your one-on-ones and the group sessions. I'm not sure your insurance is going to cover the virtual part of you doing the program or the course virtually. So, but if they do, absolutely use, I'm all for using insurance. Excuse me, you can, but we can talk about that once you sign up for the program. So you would have to sign up, and then on the back end, let us know that you have insurance that you're wanting to use. So you can give them absolutely my name, Theresa White. I'm licensed, so you can absolutely ask if they will cover for that service. But I want to be clear, this is not a therapy program. It's a healing coaching program. So that may be a little different depending on what kind of insurance plan you have, but I have definitely had people, especially with the one-on-one and the group, that can get that covered. So those are a couple of questions that I've had so far. It is secure when we talk about privacy. Nobody knows who's assigned in the program except those who are in the program. I treat it confidentiality-wise the same way I would do in my therapy practice. So what is shared in your one-on-ones, I don't share with anybody else. What is shared in our groups, we ask that our group members and those who are a part of the program do not share that information. That's what makes it a safe space. Because as women, we need that space to just be able to, as they say, let your hair down. And if I want to cry, I want to cry. Or if I want to scream, if I want to be angry, or whatever may show up in the space, that it's a safe space for me to do that with no judgment. And I can come and just have that peace in that place for ourselves. And just have that community of safe sisters. So those are a few of our questions. If I don't see any more, again, the end of enrollment, today is the last day to enroll. It closes at midnight. So if you are thinking about it, you can definitely go to our website and get more information. Again, that's Be Made Whole, IHG.teachable. teachable.com, and I'll share that in the comments. You can be able to have that. Let me type that in for you guys. And if you go to any of my pages, you'll see the website on there as well. I definitely hope to see all of you there. Is I'm looking forward to the healing and the growth that's going to take place in this program. So I'll post it in the comments, so hopefully you can see. Uh, Let me see. Did it post in the comments, you guys? Because somebody let me know if they see it in the comments. Hopefully it came there. But again, you can go to any of my pages. So, of course, with my name is Theresa White. My TH is actually in there, so you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on LinkedIn. YouTube is up under the Black Trauma Therapist, and the websites are also on our Instagram page at the Black Trauma Therapist. So they are plastered everywhere online, socially. And feel free to join us, and we will hopefully see you in the program. Have a blessed and beautiful Wednesday, and I'll see you real soon.